Howdy everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Bradshaw, the Acolytes. So it is Feud this weekend, and Bradshaw is the poster this weekend. He's an Attitude Era, aggressive striker, another aggressive character. We've had a lot of these recently, it seems like. He's got the Attitude Era, gems do 10% more damage, no link yet. With Farouk. I wonder if we'll get one. And just the stock Acolytes gear. He's a coach. Very interesting one. It's a matchy match, +2. So if you don't have Hollywood Hogan leveled up, here's another option. Or you could combine with Hollywood, Alundra, and NWO Hogan, and a 3-match would give you a whopping 9 MP. That's kind of wild. Also, row break gems do 75% more damage, so that's actually pretty cool. I'm a fan of the coach. I'm interested to see what we all get with these. Alright, so he's got a lot of movesets. I'm going to be running 5 movesets. I'll probably switch out some trainers in some of them. Gonna start out with no plate. I'll be adding plates. We'll probably switch the move damage medal out at some point. Super generic strap, 5%, 240 percenters. We're about 110% gem damage, 111 across the board, and some move damage, 200%, right? So we're going to start off with this first move set, Clothesline from Hell, finisher, deal 1,786,666 damage. Decrease Juggernaut gem turns by 2 and pin the opponent. Effects from these turns will be triggered. If less than 2 turns are left, their final effect will also be triggered. This is the important part. If you guys didn't know this, these gems will trigger in order of left to right, top to bottom. So the upper left one will trigger first, then the most highest right one, you know what I mean, and then the bottom ones below it, left to right as well. So that's pretty cool because he's got 2 different Juggernaut gems we're going to use with it. Big Boot, 91k, 4 MP Juggernaut. Choose 2 gems to make into 2-turn jugs. That will increase the damage of all your gems by 90% for 2 turns. Make 24 mobile gems into the yellow gems at the end of your countdown. We're going to want this one on the bottom. On the top, we're going to want the running swinging neckbreaker. Deal 93k damage. Choose 2 gems to make into 2-turn Juggernaut gems. That will increase your black MP by 5 on every countdown and make 20 random gems into immobile gems at the end of the countdown. Entourage for this one. This is a turn 2 build, by the way. This is not the Entourage, but I have it saved, so nothing to fear. We're using Cena for 2 yellow MP, so those would be loaded in Feud. 45% yellow gem damage. Flat yellow for Goldberg, flat yellow for Taker, and flat immobile gems with Liv. So yellow immobile gems are going to do 36k flat damage plus 45% from Cena. So let's get out there, take a look. We're going to go against Walter, the OG Walter, not Gunther Walter, and see what this looks like. What a way to start a preview with a crash. I mean, I could edit that out. I could start over. But it's late, and I don't want to. Also, you know, it gives me more stuff to talk about, and it's kind of a little bit of a Mherex tradition. What's your favorite Mherex crash moment, if you remember, in any of the videos? I definitely can't. I know I crash a lot, but I don't know if I have a favorite, since I can barely remember what day it is. Anyway. We're not doing Gauntlet Blitz, Mherex. We're doing a preview. Here we go. This is what we want to do. You can do it, sir. Walter. Yes. Neon JBL. Here we go. Now we're going to run the moveset for real this time, I hope. See the entrance. Let's slow the speed down. Alright. So, let me remember. 20 random gems into immobile at the end of the countdown. So this is the one we want on top. We're going to put it here and here. Then we're gonna put these down here. Not here, but here. Alright. You could always run this with MP down, trainers, coaches, all that jazz, and not get hit in feud, right? So that's the boost, and now the finisher. And I'm going to slow this down to 1.0 speed. 1, because it's the clothesline from hell. 2, because it hits for 5 million move damage with that 200% metal. And 3, so we can watch this gem trigger first, then this one, and then this one, and then this one. Confirming the order. I love that. There's that one, and then the other ones. Alright. Hey, we blew up the whole board, and we recycled. 11 million damage. Do keep in mind, 6 million was gem, and 5 million was move. So at 6-star silver, that would probably have like 12 million gem and still basically 5 million move. So that's about a 17 mil pin on that on turn 2. Not bad. I like that one. Okay. Next moveset. This one, we're going to run without a plate, and then I'll put a plate on it. And I'll put Rhonda's jacket on it. So this is bad if we get pinned. Other than that, this is pretty cool. Same principle, but instead of the finisher, we're using the sub. Sleeper hold, the choose doesn't matter. Choose 10 gems to make into red sub gems. Do 183k damage 3 turns. Remaining sub gems turn into power gems of strength 536k. Also, shout out to whoever finally decided to make these an even amount, so I don't have to abbreviate the damage on them. Big fan of that. Thank you, whoever at Scopely did that. 536k is usually I'm rounding up. Is this the moveset? No, that's not the trainers I want. Neither is that, and neither is that. Apparently, I don't have enough room because you can only do 4. Oh yeah, it's the same trainers. That's why. Except we want to start with the sub. So it's not exactly the same trainers. At all. And we need Santa to do that. So it's perfect. It's exactly the same, but different. Hear me now, believe me later. Alright. So this way, everything's loaded right away turn 1. We get the sub down, we get the jugs down. Everything is good, right? Everything's good. We want to put the juggies down in the right order. Then we want to sub. Then the juggernaut gem is going to fill the sub up again. So we will sub again. And then we will blow the board up. And repeat the cycle. Okay, so this one is the one that goes on the bottom. This one goes on the top. I will probably mess that up at some point. There. Let's do these bottom ones down here. The very bottom row. What could go wrong? I can't think of a thing. Alright, and now the sub. I mean, we don't need the red gems. So I know he's likely to match them. But whatever, I don't really care. You could use it to recycle the yellow, potentially, if you wanted to. I don't. Now, 2 things. 1, you could do the sub here, but really, why? We drained him, we're not in danger, so it's much more efficient, in my opinion, just to swipe. We'll get like 1.5 million in power gems tick. Right there. And now we're gonna blow up the board. When we have the skill plate on, it would of course make sense to sub. So that hits for 4.6 million. 5.7 actually. Guess I missed some move damage there or something. Also, it's nice to see the pin damage back. I'm not mad about that. Couple good things. I don't think you have any traps to destroy there, Gunther. Sorry, Walter. Habits. Don't hurt me. Top. Right? This is the top one, I think. Well, we're gonna know in a second if I screwed it up. Yeah, that was right. Excellent. Much better than wrong. I'd always rather be right than wrong. How about you guys? Let's get rid of that row break kind of mess. Sure. Why not? You look good. Why not? Okay, here we go. So board shuffle would mess this up. Getting pinned would also mess this up. Just things to be wary of, potentially. Things can go wrong this way. One pin is not bad. Like, early pin, that's great. That just sped this whole process up. He did us a favor, assuming I kick out, which I'm going to. There you go. All right, let's try that with a yellow subplate, which I think is round his jacket. So that was without a plate. We'll stick the round his jacket on, see how hard it hits for with that, because we're going to sub, and then it's going to go off. So it's like a 200% boost after his, what is it, 180% boost? So we're boosting. We're boosting all the things. And, like, really, a finisher would be faster, more efficient, but no plate really works on it. So that was my thought on this. How hard will it hit with Rhonda's jacket? So I said to myself, let's put that in the video and do it with and without for people that don't have this plate. Whenever you generate 3 or more sub gems, yellow and black gem damage 100% for 2 turns. All right. Cool. That one goes on the bottom, this one goes on the top. I'm gonna have to keep reminding myself or I will mess this up. Because I'm tired, and I'm talking. Bottom row. I think that's, actually don't want him making a bunch of matches down low necessarily. That looks fine. Yeah, leave my juggernaut gems alone, sir. We're trying to do a preview here. No, don't cascade. So, here you would have a choice, right? If he does anything more than a 3, I'm kind of screwed, so we're only going to do 100%. No, do you guys want to see the 200% or the 100% buff? I don't trust him not cascading on me. Board shuffle. That might have messed this up. It didn't, but it could have. So that was a lot harder with only 1 buff. That was like 8 million there. We did have a chunk of power gems too. But you do see what potentially could happen badly there, right? So if I sub again and he cascades, then it all blows up like all jug gem builds can do. So that's the downside with juggy gems. But we do like juggy gems here. All right. So I'm sure you noticed the beefy boy power gems, right? Well, so we got to do a power gem build, of course. Full disclosure, the power gems are not going to scale any harder at 6-star silver. It's 7% approximately, like almost every other move. So this is basically going to do the same at this level as it will at 6-star with the power gem maneuvers. We're going to add in the JBL bomb and the elbow drop. You haven't seen either of those. We're going to keep the sub. Sub, of course, you know to choose the power gems. The elbow drop is a meaty move, 1.34 million damage. Again, flat number. And then increases the strength of your power gems by 536k. Then the JBL bomb recycles it. With a 4x5 area to choose to swap into black gems, hopefully avoiding most of our power gems. So entourage for this one is a power gem entourage, but still loadable in feud with max perks. and I selected the wrong loadout, so ignore that. We want Woods. Taker, my Taker still has 15% he could add on the power gems. If you have Alexa, you get 25% on the power gems. If you don't have Alexa, no big deal. Add in, it's Bree or Nikki. They use their twin magic on me and I can't remember. Hall of Fame, I'm pretty sure it's Nikki Technician. And then Santa for the 7 MP. Of course, if you don't have 17k Santa for the 1 MP, I think I said 17, you would need to put a black MP in here and lose Taker, so you will hit less hard. So obviously this one, you hit the sub, you fill the other thing, try to keep a bunch of power gems, you buff it, and then you drop the black gems for a big, big boom. But this will not scale up. This will hit basically as hard as you're seeing here at 6-star silver, right? So let's hit our sub and see what kind of power gems we get. We're also going to try and get rid of this whole mess of red, because we don't want it. And then we're going to try and keep an area open without putting things close together. Does that make sense? So we hopefully keep some power gems. Of course. And this one is right in the middle. And now we don't have to worry about it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. They're at 1 million. So that's 4 million tick just in the power gems. Let's boost it. That you can see hit for 3.7 million damage. Again, that won't really increase much. So we are at 1.98 million. That seemed like more than 5, whatever. Oh yeah, because the trainers are going to work on that as well. So that's why the boost is bigger. Okay, we're good. Nothing to see here. And then now the JBL bomb, 134k. Black gems, take the power gems. That's 8 million in power gem damage to go with the black gem damage here. So he should almost be done. Yeah, 9.2 million pin. So you're probably looking at around an 11 million pin at 6-star silver. So it won't increase a lot, but it does recycle right back into the sub, more power gems, and growing your power gems bigger. 6-star silver, that's like a 2-cycle win is all, so I can get behind that. Honestly, I feel like this moveset is probably going to be most people's favorite. It's not mine, though. The power gems, I think a lot of people are going to love that. And rightfully so. Alright, now we're going to look at triple red. And the people that would really like this, I would imagine, would be braid and veer plate people. You could also run it with a Queen's Tiara to buff the black gem damage after multiply gems. But if you have a braid, it buffs all of your gems by 100%. And braid blade, I think, is the official name. And then the veer plate, which I think is called Lion's Gaze, would drain their MP as well when you blow up the X-Break gems. Very powerful combo. Anyway, we haven't seen 2 of these. The Scoop Power Slam, 1.34 million. Again, the flat number. I love it. Choose 6 gems to make into X-Breaks. Follow-away Slam, 139k damage. Choose 9 gems to make into multiply gems of strength 7. So 777, lucky number 7, triple red. The idea is put the multiplies out, put the black gems over that. You know what I mean? It's like a built-in drip plate, essentially. And loadout for this, we are going old school, Sin Cara for more gems. Because 13 multiply gems of times 7 is 91 gems. And Matt would be 9 times 9, which is 81 gems. So Sin Cara is better than Matt for this. And then we're going with Edge for flat black gem damage. Santa because we need 7 MP. If you have to lose, if you don't have 17k Santa, then you have to lose Sin Cara for an MP trainer when feud perks are maxed. Let's check this one out. And then I'll put a braid on it. Not going to bother with a veer plate because that reduces MP. You can easily, you know, associate what that's going to do. It doesn't help his damage. It just makes it more defensive. So The other thing to know is it doesn't recycle naturally per se, right? So this is a 4x5 area, so it's going to go 4 across, 5 down. And we want to clip a red gem as well with a multiply. So keep that in mind. And I'll kind of try and show you what I mean. I'm tired, so I'll probably screw it up. Anyway, let's choose the multiplies first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Alright, now if we put the X brakes like here, should be fine to hit that one. This is just to recycle. Yeah. Scoop power slam. And will that hit there? No, it won't hit there. I might have went too high on these because I'm big dumb, which is fine. Whatever. It is what it is. I did go. I should have... these two were supposed to be over here. It doesn't matter, though. So anyway, if you weren't dumb, you would hit it harder. Not significantly. So you can see, like, 5.5 mil. Again, I don't have the best strap for this. Multiply gems scale really well with gem damage. So I do feel like, though, this is a braid veer combo to get the most out of this. And the second time around, you're probably not worried about recycling as much. But let's see if I can do this less dumb. 1, 2. You want to go 4 and go wider with it. And then this last one you could put right here. Now when we go above it, this will work much better. If I put my X brake in the right spot, it would work much better. It's fine. Just cheat. It's gonna brake this way, so let's just put it there. There. You can see that was a lot better hit, the 6.3 million. Okay, great. Let's put a braid on and see how much difference 100% buff makes with those multiplies. So same build, we'll just put the braid on. Let's actually put it on though, genius. Whenever you make 6 or more X breaks gems, increase all of your gem damage by 100% for 2 turns. Also, I can't use a veer because I don't have one, and this isn't an ultimate strap. So that's another detail. Slight detail. Okay, so we were hitting what? What did we cap out? Like 6.6? We had an extra multiply gem there. Let's see what the braid does for us though, huh? Let's still worry about the recycling. This one, yeah. Let's go a little bit higher. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And here, and that would be perfect. Yeah. I like this. So, and I think the veer, is it 3 you have to break to trigger the veer? Just in case it's 6, you would then move these X breaks here where they would for sure break. You know what I mean? Alright. See what we do with the braid. Yawn braid, do your thing. See, that's 8.8. Much better. Much, much better. So that's 100%. I'm using a 5% strap and not max metals, and we gained over 2 mil on that. That's like a 10 mil hit, almost all gem damage. So you're probably, with a really good setup, feud lineup, you're looking at hitting 20 mil with that. Braid Veer if they kick out. Very safe, right? So I think people with a Braid and a Veer are going to love that setup. Safe, fast, efficient, etc. So one more build. I don't have a Veer, so I would likely probably run this with the Queen's Tiara. Plus, this is much more a whatchamacallit. You could also run it with the one we ran before, Rhonda's Jacket, but the Queen's Tiara is much more available, less rare skill plate, right? Also, keep in mind I didn't switch to a red move damage medal, and in that triple red, and one of the moves was 1.34 million damage. Big reason for that is that's not going to scale up. But that would add another, what, 3.5 million to the total damage. So yeah, really, really good. All right. Anyway, same thing. It's just we're putting the sub in instead of the X brakes, right? Otherwise, same exact thing. And then we're going to start with the sub loaded. Basically, you wouldn't have to if you think you can keep them down. But this would be to drain them, right? So that's why we're starting with that. But you could go either or. If you think you can win, then you can just skip the sub, right? Worst case, they kick out, then you got the sub to cycle back to the reds. It also keeps the power gems on the board, which are definitely worth mentioning, because they are quite large power gems. So yeah. Does have that added benefit. And like I would say this would be the build set I would run because I don't have a Lion's Gaze or Veer Plate. There's got to be something other than my red power gems, right? Nope. All right. So, same thing that we just did, except now we don't have to worry about recycling. Let's do 4 to keep the same thing. Now we have power gems as well. And this is without a skill plate. $7.6 million. Not bad. So that's no skill plate, pretty bare bones. Although Edge is not the easiest to get. So if you don't have Edge, you can use Boogeyman. If you don't have Boogeyman, then again, fall back to Nikki or Alexa and buff the power gems, right? You don't have 17k Santa, you drop Sin Cara. You could also easily use Mem Rock as well if you have Mem. Edge is better though. Alright, now let's see it with the Tiara. Again, you could use Rhonda's Jacket. It's twice as effective as the Tiara, 100% instead of 50. So that would be better, but it is much more rare. So let's put the Tiara on. Somewhere right there. When you make 6 or more multiply gems, increase your black gem damage 50% for 2 turns. Also, this would recycle in boss battle without giving up the buff. Sub and these. So that's kind of nice. And again, keep in mind, very junky strap for me. Very, very not good strap. By design. These are kind of in the middle, so I'm not crazy about that spacing, but whatever. I'm gonna lose some of them anyway, right? Definitely losing that one. That's not bad, though. We kept 5. That's a good amount, to be honest. Okay. 48K. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 4. And come on. 58K. The black gems do 406K each. On the ones that are on multiplies. So we're getting 2.5 million in power gems if none of them break here. That was 6 million gem damage as well. So pretty strong as well. I think that's probably the easiest one to run as far as requirements and the different things you can run. I think this would probably be my favorite, assuming I had a Lion's Gaze. Potentially also, there's those ultimate Rocky plates. I'm pretty sure there's a break black, get red in there or something like that. I can't remember all of them. That would be really good on this for recycling and extra damage and things like that. So let's take a look at Bradshaw, where I think he fits in altogether. First thing I want to say is I think he's very versatile, and you guys know I like that. He can do a lot of different stuff. So he's got immobiles that turn into yellows with a buff. That means he's great for boss battle for yellow or immobiles. The downside is they're juggernauts. The upside is instead of swiping, after one swipe, you can hit the finisher. So you only have to swipe once instead of twice. So I like that part of it. I don't like that they're choose because we've seen them nerf juggernaut gem areas. So I do dislike that. But that's great for yellow boss. Certainly the best attitude era striker. Because Bischoff, I think, is ruthless aggression, right? The power gem build is great. If there's ever a power gem boss, that's fun. Just keep in mind, power gem, it's going to wow you at 6-star bronze and lower. 6-star silver, it won't wow quite as much, but it's still a 2-cycle win, so, I mean, can't complain about that. And then he's got some X-break action going on with the Veer potential, the Braid potential, black gem buff, multiplies. There's a lot to like here. Super versatile, can hit pretty hard. I can see him going well over 20 million with the Braid on that triple red with a good strap. So, yeah. Striker's loaded, right? Striker's absolutely loaded, but he's super versatile. I think Ali with gear is better because you simply don't need MP trainers, right? Rocky can stun lock. I think Rocky is going to be just as fast and hit harder if you're using a drip and a Piper plate. But that's a big commitment, right? The best thing about Bradshaw is he doesn't need a drip. Rocker does what Rocker does. Kind of comparable, to be honest. Bischoff with a drip in both gears is ridiculous. So, you know, like, he easily, I think, fits into a top 5 striker, to be honest. He's certainly better than Ghostbuster Roman, who is just there. Who else am I missing at striker? Let me make sure I'm not forgetting somebody. So, easy top 5 striker, probably more like... I'll look again, but probably more like 3, right? Top 3. Oh, Andre's really good, but I don't know if he scales as well. Hall of Fame Kurt with both gears is certainly better. Drew's really interesting. I think with bells and whistles, Drew could be really cool, especially if you get that Seance plate and put a Piper plate on him. But I think JBL's better for the common man, common person for sure. Better on my roster, and I have a lot, so there's that. I do think he's better than Macho King as well. So yeah, 3, 4 at striker probably, depending on what you have, and he needs less, I think, to be effective. He's better than Ali without gear. Ali's better with gear. He's better than Rocky without a drip plate, I think, because he's faster. Rocky's better with a drip. Cross is super interesting too. Cross is really, really good. So like these 4, Butch with the Judgment Day plate is really cool. Rocker, though I would say these 4 and Rocker. So those would be my 5, I think, at silver. And then Bischoff with the drip is as good as any of them, if not better, assuming drip in both gears and the moment for feud. Yeah, so he's great. Awesome addition. Definitely best attitude era striker. Really good striker in general. Another great one added to the list. Good luck getting him this weekend if you can. I hope I can get him. He's fun. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, as that really helps me out. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and good luck out there. Whew, 36 minutes. Man, these are way too long. Does anyone even listen to this?